Hi, this is just a brief tutorial on your final summer school grades. The first thing you need to do is to go up to the task bar in your grade book. This is for teachers who have used the full-blown grade book. What I mean by that is teachers that have created categories and assignments. It was not mandatory that you did this, but some of you have, and I want to show you what you need to do to close out the grades for summer school. If all of your grades are posted under your assignments, as they should be, you should see running averages, in progress grades. The only thing you need to do is to hit the orange-red post under the in progress. Once you hit that, another window will pop up and it will say post to term S2, which means quarter 2, and the task is the quarter grade. That's the one we're doing first. Select OK. Another window will pop up. You will select OK again. And if you notice, under the posted grades, under the percent and the grade column, grades were posted. An average was calculated and grades were posted. They round up to the nearest whole number under grade. Please make sure that the numbers in the percent column and the grade column match up exactly. And also make sure that there is nothing in these two columns that is below a 55. If there is a grade, whether it's the quarter grade, the final grade, or the final exam, that is under a 55, you need to manually go in to the column, under the column, into the cell, and change the grade to a 55. And how you can do that, the easiest way is to go into the percent, change that. Oops, slight mistake there. And then it will automatically change under the grade column once you click in the cell. Once you have posted your grades, you will go up here to the rectangular save button and hit save. If you don't hit the save button, all your posted grades will be blank. Also, after you save, you can go up here to the next task, which should be final exam if your summer school class has a final exam. In the final exam task, you do not need to build categories and assignments. You just simply need to go under the posted columns, go under the percent, because if you populate the percent, it automatically populates the grade. And as I said, under quarter grade, if you remember, these two columns need to match. So if my student here got a 99 on the final exam, you notice that the 99 also populates on the right. I will continue to populate the final exams. Now see here, I made a mistake. I have to go back and make sure that the percent here, if it's a whole number, matches the percent in the grade column. If it is not a whole number and it averages something like 89.5, the system will automatically move it to the nearest whole number for the grade. Okay. Once you have populated your final exam grades, again, go up to the save button on the left side here. The final task you must grade on is the final grade for the class. The final grade for the class is an average of the 2 quarter grades, the midterm, and the final exam. And that you should have set up here under your grade calc options. I'm going to be checking that for all of you to make sure that was set up, but I believe most of you did that. So here we are in the final grade. Now once again, go over to the in progress columns, go over to the post, that is the orangey red color, click post. Another window will pop up. It will ask you if you're going to confirm this data. You will save it and continue. And again, this time it's asking you if you're posting to the final grade. You hit OK, and once again hit OK. And if you notice here, the percents and the grade columns are both populated, and the averages and the percent automatically populate to the nearest whole number. Once these three tasks are completed, hit the Save button. Then you are done grading your quarter, your final exam, and your final grade for this class. If you have another class that you teach in summer school, you can go up to the section, to the drop down, and go to your next class and do the same procedure for the next class. If you did not use the full-blown gradebook, and I know many of you didn't, the only thing you need to do to put your grades in, if you kept a paper gradebook, go over to the left-hand side here and click Post Grades. I know that's confusing that they use that term for the full-blown gradebook and just putting grades in. Once you're in the Post Grades, your class will come up. Just make sure whichever class you are in here. Now I'm going to do a different class since I already populated the grades for the first class. And I'm going to be in the quarter grade because that's the one you should populate first. And once again, pop in your quarter grade. Now here, if you notice, the percent column and the grade column do not automatically populate. So when you're in this left side post grades, not using the full-blown grade book, you need to be certain that the percent and the grade column match. So I'm going to be sure that both of these grades are in for both columns. Once again, if a student has earned below a 55 in any of these grading tasks, whether it's the quarter grade, the final exam, or the final grade, you need to give them no less than a 55. And again, the 55 has to go in the percent and the grade columns. Okay, the grade is what shows up on the actual paper report card. The percent is what calculates on the back end. Once these columns are complete, you will hit this Save button on the left. Then you will go to the next grading task, which is the final exam. Once again, if you have a final exam, you will put in the percent of the final exam, and like the other grading tasks, the percent and the grade have to match. And again, you will save the final exam. If you don't hit the Save button, these numbers that you populate in these fields will not save, and you will have blank grades. The last task you will grade on is the final grade. That is the final grade for the entire summer school program. That is an average of quarter one, quarter two, the midterm, and the final exam. Once again, the final grade, you're in post, you put in the final grade for the summer school class in both the percent and the grading column. You can also add comments by clicking the Add button and selecting a checkbox next to the comment that you want. You can also look at the number that's attributed to the comment and put it in the field next to the enter codes and just hit the Add button. There's not a tremendous amount of comments in summer school, so looking down the list shouldn't be too difficult. Once again, once you select the comment, you will add comments, and the comments will populate here. If you do the grades and save, and then you do the comments afterwards, you need to save again. Okay, so once again, in each of your classes, you need to populate the quarter grade, the final exam, and the final grade. Nothing less than a 55. When you're done with this class, you can go over to the section and go on to your next section. I hope this brief tutorial has helped you. As always, if you have any questions, please email me or find me during the morning in summer school. Thanks so much, and thank you again for having your grades done timely and accurately.